Russia and Romania now, we hear in Bucharest from top levels only hostile rhetorics, but we are speaking about reconciliation, historic reconciliation. It needs effort.
Sure.
It needs very wide social consensus, if you like.
I agree.
Why not? Maybe. But it needs effort. But if you are just inviting foreign troops to your territory, building...
Are not foreign, are part of NATO. We are part of NATO.
So NATO is a state, a country?
No, it's an alliance.
It is an alliance.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the custom union. We are now part of NATO, so they are not foreign.
You mean they are not foreign?
No.
They are not foreign. Very nice.
We are in an alliance as we are with you, but the difference is that...
But when Russian troops are moved in our own national territory, you are blaming us with God knows what.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What I do mean? I mean the same words that were quoted in that recent, for example, communique about some action of Russia breaching fragile balances of regional security.
Oh, we are speaking about your invasion in Ukraine?
What invasion?
Oh, but who's fighting there?
Where?
In Ukraine.
In Ukraine?
In Donbass.
I can tell you.
Donetsk.
On behalf of Kiev, yes. They are fighting neo-Nazi extremists who are following a philosophy of Bandera.
And they're fighting with
phantoms? They were collaborationists to the Nazi Germany. It is an established fact. And on the other side, there fights Russian population.
So Germany is involved in this? Germany is funding them? Or what do you mean?
No. I mean that if you follow attentively what they do, what they wear, what they proclaim, you'll find that they are, as soon as any agreement is reached for a ceasefire, very soon there comes a provocation. The shelling of the civilian quarters from Kiev forces. A good part of that forces, you are not aware of this fact, a good part of that forces now is represented by so-called nationalist battalions. They like Azov, Aidar.
No, I know that, but with who are they fighting? With their phantoms? Who is on the other side?
They are fighting with the local population in the first place. And there is a volunteer movement. Recently there was a congress, or what is it? A congress of Donbass volunteers convened in the Russian territory. And they represented, as they claimed, about 10,000 people. Okay. These are people who came for help, those Russian-speaking residents of Donbass who were persecuted by the Kiev power immediately.
Who are the green people?
Green people, it is not about Donbass.
It's about Crimea, yes.
Small green peoples. Can you imagine that small green people or small green humans, it is something aggressive?
No.
Maybe they're extraterrestrials?
No. I'm speaking about those people without any sign on their uniform, which occupied Crimea and then fight it in Ukraine. You should have followed
better the declarations and information available for years now. At the first anniversary of those events, Mr. Putin gave a big, very detailed interview telling all about Yanukovych being threatened physically, trying to find refuge somewhere in Crimea at first, then being accepted in Russia, and so on and so on. He explained everything. But the situation there was not a situation of some military pressure on the local population to vote in the referendum.
How could they vote when they were surrounded by your army?
Really?
They were, I mean, the whole Crimea was occupied.
You have seen the footage?
Yes.
They were surrounded.
Yes.
They were not playing with children. They were not given flowers. They were surrounding the population.
I saw the flowers only on your footages. I saw the press releases.
Alternative press releases? Yes, of course. No, have you seen any other footage? I'll bring you another fact.
Also in Romania, the people voted for Ceausescu freely because they didn't have alternative and they were occupied by the Russian army.
Who was occupied by the Russian army?
Sorry, until 65. I mean, they were voting for the Communist Party because it was the only one. But The people were giving flowers, they were having a normal life.
Look, Alex, it is very easy to explain. You know
Yes.
that modern international law, it is a complicated matter with rather controversial provisions. There are provisions to preserve and respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity, and there are provisions for the right of the nations to determine their own fate, their own future, or self-determination, briefly. In Crimea, there was a referendum, and you claim that under the pressure of those small green people...
They're not quite small, they're quite big and well trained.
But the name was small green people, yes?
Yes.
I'm not exaggerating.
The definition.
The definition.
Yes.
Who invented that definition? You mean Kremlin propaganda? No?
I don't know who, but...
the Crimeans themselves. They developed...
How do you call them?
Whom? Those
green...
Those people.
Yes.
They were, if you want to stick to the letter of the international law and treaties, Russia had a set of agreements with Ukraine, completely formal agreements, providing for naval bases and keeping certain military contingent. Within that contingent, Russia was eligible to keep there about 20,000 strong military personnel.